the current global scenario is not hidden to anyone, and we are still recovering from the effects of pandemic, and we can see that there is ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, and we can also see the war between Israel and Palestine. And because of that, we can see that conflict kind of situation has been erupted in the whole arena. And last year, when there was a World Economic Forum summit, the G7 country had not taken much interest. Only one country has participated in this context. But despite having several challenges and several conflicts, World Economic Forum gives us a hope that you can resolve your issues and you can focus on the economic development, and especially the economic development of the developing countries. Hello everyone, welcome to the Economy Primer series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about World Economic Forum. So you don't know that what is happening in the world. This is the time when 54th World Economic Forum Summit is going on, and because of that, it's very important to know about the structure and basic thing about the World Economic Forum. So that's why this class is based. So moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss that why into the discussion, and then introduction, then structure, then initiatives by the World Economic Forum, and then recent summits by the World Economic Forum, and then practice question for prelims. So moving towards the discussion part. So here we have taken cutouts of the newspaper. World Economic Forum Davos, Geeta Gopinath says that rates to come down this year. So in the comment section, you have to tell me that who is Geeta Gopinath. India is a $10 trillion economy in making, says WEF President Borje Brende, and global economic slowdown headed for worst phase in 3 decades. World Economic Forum study. Is the World Economic Forum still relevant? So what all these cutouts says that World Economic Forum is still relevant, and why it is relevant? Because despite having several challenges and conflicts, it is giving us a hope, and it is providing a platform for the developing countries to resolve the issues and focus on the economic development, focus on the climate change, focus on the sustainable development. And because of that, it is still relevant. And we can also see that World Economic Forum is relevant from Indian perspective also, because all these cutouts talk about the Indian perspective. Moving on to the next slide, which is introduction of World Economic Forum. So it was first established in 1971. And earlier its name was European Management Bank, and after that it was named as World Economic Forum in 1987. And who has recognized and who is the founder of the World Economic Forum? So he was Klaus Schwab, and it is a public-private corporation, and in the Swiss language it is called as a NGO, because it is providing non-profit organization and non-profit services to others, and it is giving platforms to the countries to come and collaborate with each other. And what is its main mission? So its main mission is to engaging business, political, academic, sustainable development with each other, and share their knowledge and share their economic cooperation and also environment cooperation to each other. So this is their main mission. And what are the few indexes which are very much relevant in today's context, and why they are issued by the World Economic Forum? So here there are some major reports published by the World Economic Forum are Energy Transition Index, Global Competitiveness, Global IT, and Global Gender Gap Report, Global Risk Report, Global Travel and Tourism Report. So what all these reports says that they are directly or indirectly linked with the economic sector. So in that way, they are focusing on the economic aspect of the whole world. Moving towards the next slide. Which is the structure of the World Economic Forum. So as per the Swiss organization, or as for the Swiss authorities, it has been given the designation as a non-government or non-profit organization in the Switzerland, and it has started in 2016 as a fourth industrial revolution. So whenever there will be the talk that who has originated and who has started the fourth industrial revolution term, so it is the initiative by World Economic Forum. So you must not forget this thing. And it is not just alone contributing to the economic development, it is also collaborating with other countries, and it has collaborated with top 1000 companies of the world who has turnover of more than $5 billion in. So they are collaborating with each other and they are focusing on the economic aspect of the world. So this is the structure of the World Economic Forum, that basically it is a non-profit organization. Moving on to the next slide, which is initiatives. So currently World Economic Forum comes with 151 initiatives, but here we have taken, and we will discuss only few initiatives because it's not possible to discuss 151 initiative, but here we have taken some relevant initiatives which are relevant from Indian perspective and also from the world perspective. So the first initiative is investigating in trees global companies are protecting and restoring forest. So here their main focus is to resolve all the conflicts and also to focus on the climate change, because we are losing a lot due to the climate change and we are also facing economic repercussion because of the climate change. So what these initiatives say, that $44 trillion, which is the equivalent of the half of the GDP, is at risk due to the climate change. So along with the 100 companies, World Economic Forum is collaborating and trying to resolve these issues, and they are focusing on growing 12 billion trees over 100 countries, and it's their target to conserve 1 trillion trees. So maybe it can sound very ambitious, but it is achievable dream by World Economic Forum along with the 100 companies. Then coming to the second initiative, which is accelerating digital inclusion for 1 billion people by 2025. So according to the World Economic Forum data, around 2.6 billion people do not use internet in today's world. So it's an initiative by the World Economic Forum along with the other, which is Edison Alliance partner, to focus on providing affordable access of the internet to all the countries, and they had focused on 320 digital inclusion initiative and around 127 countries. So their main aim is to provide affordable and accessible digital solution to whole world. So along with the Edison Alliance, they are doing this. Moving towards the another initiative, which is AI for agriculture, how Indian farmers are harvesting innovation. So this initiative I have choose because this is very important from Indian perspective. So they are helping Indian farmers to how to use AI in their farming and how technology can enhance their farming production. So there is a Sagu Bagu project in Telangana. So they are helping chili farmers to double their earning with the help of AI technology. So when it's come to the prelims examination that Sagu Bagu belongs to which state, so you must know that it is a Telangana, and it is a initiative by Telangana government, and a World Economic Forum is contributing to their development, and around 5 lakhs of farmers have benefited from this thing, and they have transformed the farming sector with the help of the AI. So this is the Sagu Bagu project along with the World Economic Forum. Then coming to the next project, which is Global Lighthouse Network Transforming Advanced Manufacturing. So this forum is also focusing on the manufacturing sector, and they have done 21 new manufacturers joined the network in late 2023, and they have established 153 factories which are engaged in the network and manufacturing sector. So these are the important initiatives by the World Economic Forum which must be commended and which are respected a lot, because they are not just focusing on only few section of the world, they are focusing each countries, and they are just finding out the loopholes that what this country needs, because India is a country which is agriculture based country. So if you can include the AI into the agriculture, it can become a very booming farming sector for the Indian alliances. So moving on to the next one, which is summits. So this time, this is a time of 15 to 19 is a time of 54th summit, but this is ongoing, so we will discuss it later that what had happened in 54th summit. But right now, what had happened in the last year's summit, like 53rd summit, and there's a always annual meeting by World Economic Forum at Davos in Switzerland. So what had happened in 53rd annual meeting? So what is the theme? So the theme is cooperation in a fragmented world. And what is the basic key areas of this particular annual meeting? So they had focused on coalition of trade ministers on climate, and they had brought 50 countries together to boost international cooperation and also develop the sustainable development, and they had also launched the Chief Economist Outlook, and Chief Economist Outlook has focused that how to resolve the recession problem which are going to come in 2023. And they have also launched the Giving to Amplify Earth Action, and Giving to Amplify Earth Action is focused on to funding and philanthropic funding to the climate changes and climate recession which are happening around the world. And according to the India's perspective, it is very relevant because on the sidelines of World Economic Forum Summit, India has also launched India at the rate 100. It means that we got freedom in 1947. So what will happen in 2047? So India at the rate 100, realizing the potential of a USD 26 trillion economy. So according to this report, India will achieve $26 trillion economy by 2047 when India will become 100-year-old. So these are the important initiatives and important points which has been discussed in 53rd Annual Summit. Moving on to the 54th Annual Summit, which is still going on. So we don't know what has happened in broad, but what is the basic theme of this 54th Annual Summit? So the basic theme of 54th Annual Summit is rebuilding trust, and they had focused on the technology, that how with the help of technology we can transform the whole world and we can boom the economic benefit and also the climate change benefit, because they are correlational in nature. If there is a climate loss, that will have an economic repercussion. And along with the 100 members, the Union Cabinet Minister had also participated in the 54th Annual Summit, along with the Union Ministers Smriti Irani, Hardeep Singh Puri, Ashwini Vaishnaw, and they had focused on conflicts, deepfake technology, which are the major concern of today's era. So moving on to the prelims question. The question is related to the World Economic Forum, and this is a basic question about the World Economic Forum. And the first statement is its headquarters is located in Geneva. And the second statement, it releases Global Gender Gap Report. Here they are asking the not correct statement. You must be very careful about what is the instruction of the question. So I hope you like this session. And in similarly, you can also mention in a mains that what is the importance of World Economic Forum in context of India, and then you can write points about the India, that how India has launched India at the rate 100, and maybe they can ask the very current scenario according to this. So you can answer accordingly. So I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section, and kindly like, share and subscribe to Drishti IAS English channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.